You guys ever get annoyed or tired of me saying that? Cool. Looks like we're up. Let's go ahead and jump into it. We don't have much to cover today. Give you a little teaser. There's one property we're going to look at. That's it. There were a couple other that were pretty speculative, and I think that you probably could make investments, but either they didn't have enough photos, I couldn't really tell what the area was demanding there, areas I'm not really familiar with, so didn't really want to speak on any of those, but this property I do think is nice. But it is Wednesday, so it's time to check out the pinned properties from throughout the last week. And if you're new to this, we don't actually go and look at every single property. We just kind of check out where the pockets are and what types of properties we're moving. We just go on a kind of circular snake pattern through Indianapolis. We'll start up in, I don't feel like doing Lebanon. Let's do Whitestown. We'll start in Whitestown. And, oh, I think we're on the wrong page. I think this is the right one. There we go. So, seeing here, we can see the highest propensities in Indianapolis. As always, there's just a lot of homes here. Looking on the north side, it looks like Carmel, I don't know, Fishers. Fishers Noblesville was our hot spot this past week. So, pretty cool. Beach Grove's got a lot of activity too, same as Cumberland. Let's check it out. Starting off in Whitestown, check out a couple houses. Two pretty good neighborhoods here in Whitestown. This one is a little newer, I believe. Yep. Pretty good stuff going over there. Now, what's this at? 670. I've passed this house before, actually. My parents live like here-ish. Alright. I wonder where these two are. Is that the same property? Yeah, or townhouses, so pretty similar there. Carmel, we're going to see a lot of high-priced homes. This one got leased. Interesting. It's a lot more than I would think that would get leased for. I wonder if that needed some work. I think the photos are super quick. Try to get an idea of quality. It probably could have used a new kitchen and carpet. I think I actually did look at that. This is a 150. Land. Westfield, this is where one of my clients has a property right here off of Oak Ridge down to Pine Ridge. Never ended up going to this house, but I've checked it out and talked about it several times. Alright. Let's head over to the Noblesville, Fishers area. See what type of prices we had moving. It's a high rent too. It's not the house I thought it was going to be. So there was a house over here that I did go check out. I'm assuming it didn't pend. It is not here. I thought I saw it go pending, but I guess it's still available. Or maybe it already closed. Who knows? Getting into the Geist area. Geist for 250. Little condo. 300. That's not terrible. So it just gives you a good idea of like what prices move where. You can tell like the bulk of like the center here, closer to Geist, is higher prices. And here's lower, and here's lower but slightly higher. I did check out that property. It went pending super fast if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4 days. I think we were going to go check, that was one that we were going to go check out, and then it disappeared on us. We'll check out outside the circle just because I know there's a lot going on over here right now. So we got a property for 95. And these properties are going to be cheaper, so if you're looking for a cheaper property to get started in the market, this is kind of where you need to be at. Look at that one. Alright, let's go into Indianapolis. Start off with my favorite area, Butler, Tarkington, Meridian, Kessler, Broad Ripple, the Fairgrounds, and the Fall Creeks. These are my favorite. I stick out of Martindale, Brightwood. But what's this on Meridian for? Jeez. Oh, I remember this. No, that was a great deal. I got caught up on this one. I should have made this one happen. I had an owner occupant that was interested in it, and I knew it wasn't a great fit for him, but I pushed it, and before I knew wasn't a good fit. I didn't think it was going to be the one he wanted to go with, and I didn't spend any time trying to market it elsewhere, and I think that was an easy buy. Not bad. That thing's huge. What happened up in Canterbury? Is this the one? No. I hope that one closed. And I was on my way to go. Oh no, this one they had a open house scheduled, and then they accepted an offer the day before. In my opinion, I'm sorry, I'm going to talk a little bit of trash, but in my opinion, that's really bad etiquette. I couldn't get a showing scheduled because there was an open house coming up, and they canceled my showing, and then they accepted an offer before their open house. I think they would have gotten a much higher offer at their open house. Just saying. I wasn't going to have my client offer at ask price, that's for sure. They would have lost. This Crestview house was pretty nice. This one, no, that's the one I checked out. I didn't go look at this one. This one pended a while ago, but it's still pending, I guess. One right on the Ave at 300. Whew, that's expensive to be right on Broad Ripple Ave. You're never going to sleep. We checked out what was in Butler. Let's go down to the Fall Creeks. There's a house. Where is it? I think it's right here that I really like. It's gutted and everything. Oh, wow. Where's the one that... This. Man, me and my buyer were on the way, and this one pended too. This was a great deal. Quadplex, all Section 8 tenants. Just needs some minor updates, really. This thing was banging. Missed out on this for sure. This area is getting a little hotter. I checked this one out. Did I? I don't remember. And then we got down in here. I always like the Windsor Park area or Brookside Park area. That's pretty cheap for there. Let's look down in Bates and Fountain Square, and then that'll be it for our pended property section today. I checked this one out. I didn't think it was a deal, to be honest. I think it needs way too much work. Looked at this one a while ago. Never looked at that one. You can take a little gander in Bean Creek, too. Not really. Didn't I go to this house? No, I did not. Well, that's what we've got on the docket for today. I'm wondering if there was another quadplex in here. I wonder if it pended. They told me they had an offer that was expiring today. Yep, they got it pended. Congrats to them. I seen last week we had 899 pended properties. That's crazy. Market's definitely getting hot again. But let's go ahead and check out the property that I picked out for today. We got 2810 North New Jersey Street in Indianapolis. Want to see where it's at? We'll look at where it's at. It's right here just north of Fall Creek in the this is the area of Fall Creek where you're like, what neighborhood am I in? It's Fall Creek Place and Historic Meridian Park. I think Historic Meridian Park technically ends here at 30th Street, but Fall Creek doesn't really start until 25th Street. So this is kind of a gray zone, but because it's north of the river, I'd more than likely call it Mapleton Fall Creek. Cool. Let's look at the property. Let's look at the pictures. There's only 9 available, but it looks recently renovated. Doesn't have the best flooring in here, gotta be honest. That's definitely a pretty big flaw with this one. But otherwise, I think it's pretty clean. I'd like a better picture of this kitchen to get a better idea of what it looks like. But for a house, oh, there we go. It's not a bad kitchen. The cabinets at least look new. I don't see a spot. Is this the fridge right there? Yeah, the fridge is right there. So it's a small kitchen, that's for sure. Otherwise, this thing looks pretty clean. Let's look at the numbers on this thing. They want it for $325, which I think they could probably get. Looking at the rent. What is it? Yeah, this is my rent map. I don't know where I was looking at before. Wow, this actually is... I didn't see that. I think they were in there for a while, is my guess, or it was not as well kept beforehand. But looking at the other duplexes here that are similar, well, that's a single-family house. You got this one at $1,400. Take a look at the pictures. I don't think the quality is super high in here. I think it's got a really similar layout to what we look like, but it's about the same house. Nice. What I was really hoping for is to be able to be more similar to this house, which if you did some updates to the house, you could totally achieve here. This thing's got natural hardwoods, which is hard to beat in a house, but I think we could put some better flooring in here and be a lot more similar to this. You can see we got the same exact layout. Doesn't look like their fireplace works, so if ours works, that's a huge plus. And they got the painted floors upstairs just like we do. And this is rented at $2,200 a month. I had this same shower curtain in college. That's wild. The Target shower curtain, if you're curious. But I think there's a good chance we can be similar to this. I didn't think we had any backsplash in ours, but add the backsplash. Boom. Because it's such a higher rent, I do think it would be worth it to put like $25,000, even maybe $40,000 into the house. I didn't look at the ARV of it or anything. I was looking at it from a pure cash flow perspective, and I know it's an area that's going to appreciate over time, so I wasn't terribly worried about that. I would definitely check up on it if I were to write an offer, but I am not at that stage yet. Anyway, that is all that I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in if you're watching either live or caught up after the fact. Really appreciate you. If you go ahead and leave a like or a comment, let me know you were here. And if you want to see more of this, please go ahead and head over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button on the channel. I am going to be filming a podcast episode here in about, what time is it? I'm going to watch on. In about an hour and a half. 2.5 hours, can't do math, and then another one on Friday and another after that. So we've got an episode coming out every Sunday for the rest of the month. So if you're interested in hearing more about real estate from real estate professionals, we've got a lender, somebody that's a marketing coordinator for D.R. Horton, and then a first-time homebuyer themselves that I'm currently working with to talk about his process. If you have any questions that you have related to first-time home buying, I would love to have them featured on our podcast. Thank you so much, and have a great, great day.